Imagine this, you're lounging on a sun-kissed Hawaiian beach, an ice-cold soda in hand. Something seems different though. You notice 4 ridges around the top of the can. It's a peculiar sight, one that sets your mind buzzing. The can's design isn't just a feature of the soda you're sipping on. It's a common sight across Hawaii, from Coca-Colas to Pepsis, Hawaiian Suns, and even beers. All these cans bear the same 4 ridges. A quirk of design or a mark of Hawaiian culture, perhaps? Well, it's neither. This design isn't exclusive to the island, nor does it reflect any local customs or regulations. Yet it's a mystery that's uniquely Hawaiian. The question then is this: what's the story behind this unique can design? Why does it only appear in Hawaii? The unique shape of the Hawaiian soda cans isn't tied to local culture or regulations. It's actually an old design, known as the 206 diameter can. Now you might be wondering, why 206? Well, that's all to do with its slightly wider diameter, measuring 2.375 inches as opposed to the standard 2.125 inches we see today. This 206 can design was quite the norm back in the 1980s. From Coca-Cola to Pepsi, every soda can across the continental US sported this look. The 4 ridges at the top, the longer neck, the wider diameter, they were all standard. It was a time when can design was about more than just aesthetics, it was about functionality and practicality. But as the 1990s rolled in, change was in the air. By 1991, the soda industry began phasing out the 206 can in favor of a new design, the 202 can. This new kid on the block was sleeker, used less aluminum to manufacture, yet held the same amount of liquid. It was a win-win situation for soda companies, saving them money on one of their biggest costs. Across the country, can manufacturing machines were swapped out for ones that could produce only this new model. The 206 can, with its distinctive ridges and wider diameter, was becoming a thing of the past. Or was it? Interestingly, the story took a different turn in Hawaii. Despite the rest of the US moving on to the 202 can, the 206 can design stayed put in the Aloha state. It was like Hawaii was stuck in a soda can time warp. But why did this happen? Why did Hawaii not follow suit and switch to the 202 can like the rest of the country? But in Hawaii, the 206 can design never left. Why is that? The switch to the 202 can was driven by economics. It uses less aluminum, saving soda companies money. However, in Hawaii, the math didn't quite add up the same way. Let's dive into the economic realities of getting a soda in Hawaii. The cost of transporting sodas, or even the syrup, to make them to this remote island paradise is astronomical. To mitigate these costs, many drinks are canned locally at the Ball Metal Packaging Plant in Oahu, right in the heart of Hawaii. Now, this isn't your average production facility. Serving a relatively small market, it's actually the smallest factory in the Ball Corporation's portfolio. Despite its size, the plant is still a powerhouse, cranking out a cool 1 million drinks per day. To put this in perspective, the company shipped 112.5 billion cans worldwide in 2021. In the early 90s, when soda companies were making the switch from the 206 to the 202 can, the decision makers had to weigh the costs. The 202 can, with its smaller diameter and less aluminum, meant cost savings in the long run. However, the upfront cost to overhaul the small Hawaiian plant to produce this new design was daunting. The result? The cost to revamp the Oahu plant just didn't justify the potential savings. It was more cost-effective to keep the old 206 design in production, and because of that decision, Hawaii remains the only state in the US where you can still pop open a soda from a 206 can. So while the rest of us are sipping our sodas from slender 202 cans, Hawaiians are enjoying their drinks from a can that harkens back to an earlier time, a throwback to the 80s. And it's all thanks to the economics of soda production in a remote island paradise. So, due to the cost-effectiveness of keeping the old design, Hawaii remains the only state in the US with the 206 cans. Even though the 206 can design is a relic of the past, it's still a part of everyday life in Hawaii. The distinctive 4-ridged top, the slightly wider diameter, and the longer neck are all familiar sights to locals and tourists alike. The 206 can is more than just a container for a refreshing beverage. It's a symbol of Hawaii's unique economic situation and a testament to the power of practical decision-making. Hawaii's remote location and small market size have allowed this old design to persist, serving as a reminder of the soda industry's past. Despite being phased out in the rest of the US over 30 years ago, the 206 can continues to quench the thirst of millions of people on this beautiful island every day. While the 206 can hold its ground in Hawaii, it's not the only design you'll find on the shelves. Imported beverages packaged in the newer 202 can design are also available. But here's the catch. They come with a heftier price tag. This is because these drinks have to be transported from the mainland or other parts of the world, and the cost of shipping is incorporated into the final retail price. So, if you're in Hawaii and you're trying to decide between a local soda in a 206 can or an imported drink in a 202 can, remember that your choice is about more than just the drink itself. It's a choice between embracing a piece of history and paying a premium for modernity. The legacy of the 206 can is a story of adaptability, practicality, and survival. It's a story of how a seemingly small design decision can have lasting effects that ripple out over decades. It's a story that's still being written every time someone in Hawaii pops the top on a cold can of soda. So, the next time you're sipping a soda on a Hawaiian beach, take a moment to appreciate the unique design of the can. It's a small piece of history that has managed to survive in this beautiful paradise.